bow to me. I am your king. Now travel far to come visit you in your colonies to make sure that you're behaving yourselves and paying your taxes. I've heard some rumors that some of you, and you are getting the idea of starting a revolution. A revolution is bad. I'm your king and I protect you. I've also heard that some of you defend me, and I thank you for that. I've also heard about that ragtag guy, George Walla Washington, who's potentially leading the American army. I'm sorry, these vicious rumors I'm going slightly mad. Nonsense. I'm saying as the day is long. Now pay your taxes. I'll protect you from the French, so you never made better. You do realize that Britain is the best country in the world? What? What is this treacherous flag? Don't you know that France seeks to control Europe and the colonies? I keep you safe. I'm your king. I know what your needs are. I'll look after you. You don't need to tell me what needs to happen. I'll represent you. Am I not good enough for you? Unfair taxes. I am to like them. Every night I go home and take a treasure bath. And your safety costs something. And you need to contribute. Don't be ungrateful. Taxes are good. And you're a part of my country. Now rise and bow to your king.
My friend, I need a favor. Tonight, go up to the church, steeple, and North Church Tower. You know what that is, right? If not, just Google it. If the British come by land, put one light up. And if they come by sea, put two. Now I must fly. Well, don't just stand there, there's colonists to learn. It's the spring of 1775. Tensions are rising in the colony between us colonists and the British. Can you keep a secret? A rebellion is forming. The British commanders are planning a secret march to capture Samuel Adams and John Hancock in Lexington. And aside from this, they want to seize our weapons and conquer. As a patriot, it is my privilege to ride the countryside, warning the horns of the British approach. I will not be a sole rider. William Dawes and Samuel Prescott will also help. The three of us will risk arrest if we're caught because of the curfew. Well, I must be up. Wait a minute, I could just... Hey Sam, the lobster bags are coming. Text William, okay? Bye. Well, that was easy.
Do you hear marching in the distance? Back!
Quick, prepare yourself. The redcoats are coming. Hi, my name is George Washington. I am currently General of the Continental Army fighting the British. From 1754 to 1763, I gained valuable fighting experience and proved myself courageous in the heat of battle in the French and Indian War. In 1769, I organized a boycott in response to the Townshend Acts, which unfairly taxed the people. In 1774, I was selected to represent my state of Virginia at the First Continental Congress. After the battles of Lexington and Concord, in the following year in April, I wore my military uniform to the Second Continental Congress to show I was prepared for war. In June 1775, Congress formed the Continental Army, and John Adams nominated me to be Commander-in-Chief because of the previously mentioned battle experience, my good reputation, and my Virginia roots. I accepted this nomination and moved north to find the Army disorganized and lacking supplies. I had Colonel Henry Knox go to Fort Ticonderoga to bring the guns to Boston to stop the ongoing siege there. The British were forced to abandon the city. Since then, we have lost some battles and won some battles. But with the Lord's guidance, I am sure we will secure the freedom we seek from Great Britain. Please join me in praying for this war to end with peace to the world. Dear, I hope that we win this war and that these 13 colonies become a great nation. Amen.
Benjamin Franklin's experiment. Snap, snap, crackle, boom. Proving lightning's electricity. Snap, snap, crackle, boom. With a handkerchief here and a metal key there. Here a string, there a kite. Oh my gosh, as soon as I Franklin set out to prove his claim. Lightning's electricity. That lightning should rain.
Sure, but this is something really shocking. Only Starbucks here, Starbucks coffee here. Both cost the same, but Starbucks coffee gives you more of a jolt than that old English tea. The taste is electrifying. Good citizens, it is a delight to be here. But at my age, it is a delight to be anywhere. My name is Benjamin Franklin. I was born in 1706. At 10 years old, I left school to make canvas and soap with my father. At 12 years old, I became a printer, started my own business, and recorded to film. One day, I wanted to find out when it was existed. I flew a kite in a film and tied a metal key to the end of the film. When lightning struck, it went down the kite string, hit the key, and struck my uncle. Lightning was electric. I made lots of inventions like batteries, glasses, and the stove. I married Deborah Rogers, had 2 sons and 1 daughter. I signed the Declaration of Independence.
Simply revolting.
When I died April 17, 1775, people were sad, so they were putting my face on stamps and a $100 bill. Who wants a $100 bill? Me. Hey, wait a minute. How come I'm only on the $1 bill and you're on the $100 bill? That's not
Yes, that's the last stitch. Welcome to Philadelphia. I'm Bessie Ross, and I'm the best Thanksgiving First American Park. As a young lady, my father got me a job as a local poster. After the Declaration was read, George Washington realized our new nation needed a flag. My uncle brought George Washington to my house with a sketch, and he asked me if I could make it. I was delighted and I agreed to try, but first I suggested a few changes. Instead of using a 6-pointed star, I thought a 5-pointed star would look better. He said it would be harder to make a 5-pointed star, but I shouldn't have easy to be done and just don't super simple like this. As the Revolutionary War started, more flags were made. Some flags were made with a long number of red and white stripes because the star proved the right concern best. Other flags had a symbol as like an eagle or the year 76. I died in Philadelphia when I was 84. Long after my death, there was a man named Francis Hopkins, a signer of the Declaration, had exchanged letters with the Continental Congress saying that he had designed the first continental flag. His flag had 5 lobes with 13 6-pointed stars, but otherwise it was the same as my flag. However, it was my flag that was carried into battle by General George Washington and on a colonial ship during the American Revolution.
You went to London just to ride a pony.
Well, that's the song the Red Coats played on March to Lexington and Concord, mocking the Continental Army. But we, the Continental soldiers, had the last laugh as we played it when the Red Coats retreated under Allen further in front.
Also known as Soldiers of the King, we British soldiers were the soldiers who fought for Great Britain during the American Revolutionary War.
I'm a Continental soldier who has accepted the call to service and fight for our independence from England. This is known as the American Revolution. The people who formed the American Army during this Revolutionary War represent a wide variety of backgrounds, ages, races, and social classes.
Before the war broke out in Concord, Massachusetts, with a shot heard around the world in April 1775,
Only 8,500 of our soldiers were in North America.
Approximately 5,000 free blacks and slaves also served as combat soldiers in the Continental Army.
6 days later, when we surrendered at Yorktown, the strength of our army stood at around 8,500 soldiers.
Approximately 5,000 free blacks and slaves also served as combat soldiers in the Continental Army. Many more African Americans work in other jobs to help the war effort, including wagon drivers and skilled laborers. We all fight bravely and with a common purpose, but often with poor equipment and terrible conditions.
6 years later, when we surrendered at Yorktown, the strength of our army stood around 8,500 soldiers. Many of the original 8,500 soldiers were killed in the first outbreak of the war. Only about 16% survived.
More than 25,000 soldiers will die in battle as prisoners or from diseases in camp.
We lived a miserable life and meager pay. Once you enlisted in the British Army, you were a red coat for life. Your pay for both infantry and officers was hardly enough to subsist. An officer's pay, for instance, was equivalent to about 20 cents per day in today's money.
Most soldiers will die in battle from diseases in camp. If you were taken prisoner, you were likely to die because the British treat their prisoners very badly.
Because of the poor conditions and unruly nature of our life, discipline was an issue. But you were expected to abide by strict rules, and those who broke the rules faced severe punishment.
As Continental Army soldiers, we take an oath to serve for the specific length of time.
Look, my army's coming. Because of the poor conditions and unruly... Many other offenses brought 1,000 lashes. That was not uncommon.
For most of us, our training is on the job. When not in battle, our units drill continuously to improve marching formation and combat skills. Local militias also help us fight against the British.
This kind of punishment always was administered in public at the humiliation of the thing.
As they are an important part of the war. As soldiers, we don't have much. We have the clothes on our back, a coat for winter, a musket, a canteen, a haversack to keep your food things in, and a blanket. We have to bring our own cup, plate, and utensils. We march for miles and fight in really hot weather and really cold weather. We miss our families and go for months and even years without seeing them. Despite the hardship and sacrifice, we have a common belief that we must gain our independence from England that we want so much.
Troops lined up. Well. And this concludes our Revolutionary War Living History Museum. We hope you enjoyed our presentation. Please join us and please stay for refreshments and goodies.